Hey everyone, it is with so much joy that I bring you a chapter by chapter guide to one of the most powerful men's guides I believe probably has ever been published on earth in history, called The Way of the Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire by David Deida. This book, for me personally, was given to me at the age of 19. I still read it to this day, almost 20 years later. It has served as such a powerful guide to navigating just the challenges of life, the challenges of relationships, the challenges of work, the challenges of figuring out what you want to do with your life, the challenges of confidence, of motivation, of all of those things, all of these personal challenges that we deal with. I have found this such an incredible guide to navigating that and blossoming and growing from all of these things in a way that enriches the fulfillment and joy and ease and presence that you feel. So all this to say, it's a pretty good book. And it is actually the number one only mandatory reading I give to all of the guys that I do in my men's coaching programs. And for that reason, it is just with so much happiness that I also get to introduce this book to you and share the wisdom of this book with you through reading it chapter by chapter. So without further ado, I'm going to start with chapter 1, which is called Stop Hoping for Completion of Anything in Life. Most men make the error of thinking that one day it'll be done. They think, if I can work enough, then one day I could rest. Or one day my women will understand something and then she'll stop complaining. Or I'm only doing this now so that one day I can do what I really want to do with my life. The masculine error is to think that eventually things will be different in some fundamental way. They won't. It never ends. As long as life continues, the creative challenge is to tussle, play, and make love with this present moment while giving your unique gift. It's never going to be over, so stop waiting for the good stuff. As of now, spend a minimum of 1 hour a day doing whatever you are waiting to do until your finances are more secure, or until the children have left home, or until you have finished your obligations and you feel free to do what you really want to do. Don't wait any longer. Don't believe in the myth of one day everything will be different. Do what you love to do, whatever you are waiting to do, what you were born to do now. Spend at least 1 hour a day doing whatever you simply love to do, what you feel deeply you need to do in your heart, in spite of the daily duties that seem to consume you. However, be forewarned, you may discover that you don't or can't do it, that in fact your fantasy of a future life is simply just a fantasy. Most postponements are excuses for a lack of creative discipline. Limited money and family obligations have never stopped a man who really wanted to do something, although they provide excuses for a man who is not really up to the creative challenge in the first place. Find out today whether you are willing to do what it takes to give your gift fully. As a first step, spend at least an hour a day today giving your fullest gift, whatever that is for today, so that when you go to sleep at night, you can know that you couldn't have lived your day with more courage, creativity, or giving. In addition to the myth that one day your life will be fundamentally different, you may believe and hope that one day your woman will be fundamentally different. Don't wait. Assume she's going to be however she is forever. If your woman's behavior or mood is truly intolerable to you, you should leave her and don't look back, since you can't change her. However, if you find her behavior or mood is merely distasteful or a hassle, realize that she will always seem this way. The feminine always seems chaotic and complicated from the perspective of the masculine. So the next time you notice yourself trying to fix your woman so she will no longer fill in the blank, relax and give her love by touching her and telling her that you love her when she is this way, whatever you filled the blank with. Embrace her, or wrestle her, or scream and yell for the heck of it, but make no effort to bring an end to that which pisses you off. Practice love instead of trying to bring an end to the quality that bothers you. You cannot escape the tussle with the feminine. Learn to find humor in the unending emotional drama the feminine seems to enjoy so much. The love that you magnify may realign her behavior, but your effort to fix her and your frustration never will. The world and your woman will always present you with unforeseen challenges. You are either living fully, giving your gift in the midst of those challenges even today, or you are waiting for an imaginary future which will never come. Men who have lived significant lives are men who never waited, not for money, security, ease, or woman. Feel what you want to give most as a gift to your woman and to the world, and do what you can to give it today. Every moment waited is a moment wasted, and each wasted moment degrades your clarity of purpose. And a practical way to implement what's in this chapter. My suggestion is every morning before you react to the world's demands of your time, before you react to your messages, to your jobs, to your job's requirements, to your job's emails, to your boss, before you react, be a creator. Spend time as a creator before you spend time as a reactor. When we spend time as a reactor, we're just dealing with someone else's agenda for our time. And we never actually make progress on the things which are important to us. But if you can spend even just half an hour of the day, the first half an hour of the day, doing something for yourself. And I know for you, you may hear that and go, no, it's so hard to wake up half an hour early. This is where that little ounce of discipline comes in, to just sleep half an hour earlier. If you can just push yourself to sleep half an hour earlier, you'll be able to wake up half an hour earlier. That's the secret. It's all about sleeping earlier. If you sleep earlier, you can wake up earlier. And if you can work just a little bit every day, and the key is the consistency, it builds, because then it's in your mind. It's like an ember, and you're blowing life onto that ember by working on it every day. And as you blow life onto the ember becomes a flame. If every morning you work on whatever it is that is important to you, Stephen Covey calls it your quadrant 2 activity. Your quadrant 2 activity means something which is not urgent, but it is important because it creates a better future for you. If every morning you do something for yourself, you do something to create a better future for yourself, even that first half an hour of every day, just 2 weeks, and you'll experience a huge change, because you're breathing life into a new timeline, a new possibility of future. For me personally, that's where I started, half an hour every morning while I was in a corporate job, and I was supposed to be at my corporate job at 7:30 in the morning. And so I slowly got used to waking up earlier. And by the end, I had become so good at all of this and so organized and so effective that up until midday, even though I was in a big consulting corporate job where you have all these client things, I never took a meeting before midday. I had enough power. I built myself with enough power that the first all the way up until midday was my time. And I used that to build my business and eventually leave corporate, 6 years ago for me at the time of this recording. And now all the time is my time. But it actually was this chapter, this very first chapter, which sparked that. By every morning, not waiting, but carving out a little bit of time every day, even half an hour, just to work on something to make my future better. And when I signaled to the world that I was willing to do that, and I did that consistently enough, the world supported me. Little things happen. You start to think of different ideas. You start to meet different people. You start to hear different conversations because you're putting real skin in the game. And just like that, little by little, you change the trajectory of your life. I went from, making 60 grand a year to 200 grand a year to 30 grand a month, through this one principle, to be honest. So, I couldn't recommend it enough. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you have any feedback, good or bad, it's all good. Just chuck it in the comments for me. Please do share this with someone who could benefit from reading it. You really, I almost get emotional, sharing this, because I didn't anticipate this, but to be honest, reading this chapter, I didn't realize, but this chapter was actually the message in this chapter was actually the big thing that turned things around for me. It's the secret is right here. So this was the secret. Just that little bit every day, and my suggestion is do it every morning. Do it before you become a reactor. Be a creator of your life. Before you react to everyone else's agenda for your time, be a creator. And if you just do that a little bit, before you know it, you're a creator of your entire life, and you have all the time. So it actually makes. I didn't know it was going to make me emotional, reading that. But do share this video if you believe it helps. You're very welcome to connect with me. I'm on Instagram, dimhappa. Do subscribe if you found value in this, and you would like to hear the next chapters too. So until next time, see ya.